Nasdaq reprimands TON strategy over $272 million Toncoin purchase. TON Foundation. Nasdaq reprimanded TON strategy for violating shareholder approval rules during its $272 million Toncoin acquisition, but the company avoids delisting and remains listed. Crypto journalist. Anas Hassan. Crypto journalist. Anas Hassan. About author. Anas is a crypto-native journalist and SEO writer with over 5 years of writing experience covering blockchain, crypto, DeFi, and emerging tech. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated. November 3, 2025. Nasdaq has reprimanded TON Strategy Company for violating shareholder approval requirements in connection with its $272 million Toncoin acquisition and related private placement financing. The company will remain listed on the exchange after regulators determined that the violations were unintentional rather than deliberate attempts to bypass compliance rules. TON Strategy received the formal letter of reprimand on October 28, following an investigation into its August 2025 transaction structure. The firm avoided delisting after Nasdaq staff concluded that it had inadvertently breached listing rules during a $558 million private investment that funded its shift into blockchain treasury management. 2 violations tied to Toncoin purchase. The reprimand addresses 2 separate compliance failures under Nasdaq listing rules 5635A and 5635B. The first violation stems from the company's August 7 private placement, which raised capital through the sale of approximately 58.7 million shares and pre-funded warrants at $9.51 per unit. Nasdaq determined that this transaction resulted in a change of control after the executive chairman, through Kingsway Capital Limited Partners, acquired approximately 19.99% ownership alongside major leadership restructuring. The second violation involved the $272.7 million Toncoin purchase agreement executed by a company subsidiary on July 31. Because 48.78% of the private placement proceeds funded the digital asset acquisition, representing a multiple of the firm's pre-financing share count, Nasdaq ruled that prior shareholder approval was mandatory under Rule 5635A. The company had relied on outside advisors who believed the transaction complied with existing regulations. Nasdaq noted in its letter that the closing of the Toncoin purchase was contingent upon completion of the private placement. The substantial proportion of financing directed toward digital assets triggered the requirement that the company obtain shareholder consent before issuing stock representing 20% or more of the outstanding shares or voting power in connection with asset acquisitions. Company accepts sanction. Commits to future compliance. Nasdaq determined that TON strategy showed no pattern of non-compliance and appeared to have inadvertently violated the rules, based on staff discussions with company leadership. The regulator weighed these factors alongside the firm's commitment to work with the exchange on future compliance matters before issuing the reprimand rather than pursuing delisting proceedings. Following disclosure of the reprimand through a Form 8-K filing on October 29, no further action is required from the company. TON Strategy accepted the staff's determination and considers the matter closed, with its shares continuing to trade on Nasdaq under the ticker TONX. Strategic shift mirrors broader institutional trend. The company, formerly known as Verb Technology, rebranded as TON Strategy following the August transaction that positioned it as the first U.S. publicly traded firm to adopt Toncoin as a core treasury asset. At the time of the announcement, shares surged 193.38% due to investor enthusiasm surrounding the blockchain integration strategy, even as Toncoin itself declined by 3.3%. The firm planned to retain 77% of the raised capital in liquid assets while targeting the acquisition of up to 5% of Toncoin's circulating market capitalization. The strategy involves generating yield through TON network staking mechanisms, with the company expecting cash flow positive returns over time. This approach resembles SOL Strategy's institutional validator framework on Solana, which has raised $500 million through convertible notes and accumulated over 260,000 SOL, with approximately 60% staked for yields ranging from 6% to 8%. The digital asset treasury model has gained momentum across multiple networks beyond Bitcoin-centric strategies. Fundstrat's Tom Lee's company, Bitmine Immersion Technologies, recently accumulated 379,271 ETH, worth roughly $1.5 billion, across 3 major purchases, becoming the largest Ether treasury holder with over 3 million ETH. The firm seeks to eventually control 5% of all Ether in circulation, having begun its accumulation in early July when prices were near $2,500. TON's strategy anchored its holdings in the Open Network's native token, benefiting from deep integration with Telegram, which designated TON as its exclusive blockchain partner for advertising, mini-apps, and tokenized assets. Follow us on Google News, Trending News, Recommended Popular Crypto Topics Price Predictions. U.S. Senators push to finalize crypto market bill as shutdown standoff deepens. Report why is crypto down today? November 3, 2025, Live Fed Payments Innovation Conference. Real-time updates as Federal Reserve discusses crypto, stablecoins, and AI with industry leaders. Bitcoin price prediction. Is Kiyosaki's crash warning the catalyst for a major BTC price movement? Ethereum price prediction. Rich Dad Poor Dad author warns of November crash, but ETH could soar while everything else crashes. Price analysis. XRP price prediction. Technicals flash bullish for a $5 run? 2 days ago, by Arslan Butt. News. Live crypto news today. Latest updates for November 3, 2025. AI tokens drag market lower as crypto pullback deepens. 19 hours ago, by Jai Pratap. Blockchain news. Crypto market prospect. After the washout, the soil looks richer. October 16, 2025. By Hongji Feng. Best crypto to buy now in November 2025. Top crypto to invest in. 6 days ago. By Alan Draper. New cryptocurrencies to invest in today. Top new crypto coins. 3 days ago. By Inesis Tavares. Best crypto presales to invest in 2025. Presale crypto list. 3 days ago. By Alan Draper. 12 new and upcoming Coinbase listings in November 2025. 3 days ago. By Elijah Rankovich. 12 new and upcoming Binance listings in 2025. 3 days ago. By Elijah Rankovich. The next crypto to explode in 2025. Our top picks. 4 days ago. By Elijah Rankovich. Bitcoin, BTC, price prediction 2025 to 2030. October 24, 2025. By Leon Waters. XRP, price prediction 2025, 2026 to 2030. August 29, 2025. By Eric Huffman. Ethereum price prediction 2025 to 2030. October 3, 2025. By Ben Beto.